man. This shit's fire.
All right, and we are back, and ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute honor to sit down with my friend and the legend. Okay, I'm gonna go on and say it. I said it last time. Stu, welcome back. It's an honor, man. It's been over a year since I had you on last time.
Yeah, it's been a while since you had some real road races on. Not to put down track races, but
I didn't do more, right? This is my goal this year. Is I want to focus more on the road side of things too, as well. Which is, everybody knows the TT is my absolute, the Southern 100, the Northwest, all that is my favorite racing in the world, above all everything else. The most beautiful thing ever. It's just something about it, man. But last time I had you on, we talked about the whole journey, and yes, I like the kids' bed back there. I heard you right before the intro started playing. It's awesome. As I have my friends on for the very first time, we always talk about your journey, how you got into it, and all that good stuff in between. So it's been a year. It's the end of 2024, if I'm not mistaken, somewhere around there. So let's start off with 2025. What's been going on in 2025 last year?
Well, we're going straight to the Manx Grand Prix, or we just in general? Manx Grand Prix was a disaster, to put it nicely, but I've gone into the last two of them in good health, and they seem to have been the worst for me. The first two, where I was actually injured, I did all right. I don't know if it was a mental thing that just made me a little more on it, but yeah, I came out swinging, had, 105 on day one on the twin, so right back up to pace. And then in the afternoon session, I clipped the wall coming out of the waterworks and smashed the twin to pieces and clipped my leg in a little. So day one, it was all smiles. I was up to 108, I think, on the 600 as well. And yeah, everything was feeling great. And then just made a miscalculation and got away with it as lucky as you can in road racing. So the bike was a bit of a mess, but in my foot, I lost a toenail, and it definitely hurt. I mean, that was the worst part, was changing gear for the rest of the 2 weeks was agony, to be honest. But
and a mental struggle too, as well.
No.
Well,
you have to have brain capacity for that. That's that doesn't really bother me there. No, I knew what I'd done wrong. I made a mistake, and I'd say it's easy when you know what you've done. It's easy to not do it again, and you just get it out your head and get on with it. Yeah. It's the ones that you don't see coming. They're the ones that have you scratching and mess with your head a little. I definitely went slower through the waterworks the whole rest of the 2 weeks, I guess. But you'll have that.
Absolutely will, especially on the open roads, right? It's completely different than short circuit racing. So those little mistakes, there is no room for error. Just like the show, no room for error, right?
Yeah, there really isn't too much room. So yeah, and then how did we get on? Oh, it was a bit of a fiasco racing wise. I did put the twin back together. I borrowed the front end off Dave for the Super Twin race, and I can't even remember. The result was that inspiring. I can't even remember where it was, but it wasn't good. And then I didn't get out in the second one because I had to give him his front end back so he could get out on the 600. A bit of a backstory on that, but I won't go into it. And then the 600, the second race is the only one I really. Oh, the 600 was good actually. I did a 109.9 on my last lap, so I think it was half a second away from the 110, which is kind of the next goal. And then I changed the way I rode the bike a little, and ran out of fuel coming into Signpost Corner on the last lap. To go all that way and have so much fun and then run out of fuel a mile from the end is just soul destroying.
Couldn't imagine.
Yeah. So I already got a bigger tank, different gearing, and we're all set for next year.
Love it. So
won't be happening again.
Preparing for a short circuit race is one thing, but preparing for the open roads is different. So this year, going into 2026, is there a different preparation going in as it was last year?
I'm doing this thing that everyone's going to make fun of me for, where you go to like a place and exercise and like get fit and lose weight and all that stuff. I've even cut down on the drinking. I'm giving it a good shot. Well, this year I've got a bit of a no excuses situation because I've got Dave Hewson's Aprilia RS 660, which the bike's capable of winning with the right rider on it. So I got no excuses. So I figured I should actually put some effort in and give it a proper shot.
What's this thing you speak of, gym? What is this?
I live in the mountains, so at least like I can go hiking with the dog and snowboarding a lot and stuff. But it's not a concept. The gym is a place where you recover from injuries. That's why it's not a happy place for me. So no, I've actually been putting effort in, and we're going to give it a proper shot this year. I can't have that obsession bike and let Dave down.
No, absolutely not. Big shout out to Dave Hewson, man. Rapido Moto, Obsession Engineering, absolute.
And I've got the 400 off him again, the classics for the classic TT. That was just summed up my whole week there. The 400, the motor let go, not even a quarter way into the first lap of practice. So that was it, done. Didn't get out on that. And then the 750, the Obsession 750 Cowie is a hell of a bike. And I actually got in the classic Formula One TT. And the rain ruined all the classic racing. We barely got anything. So I didn't get out in either two of the 750 races or the 400. So but Manx Grand Prix week was beautiful weather. I couldn't have, and then as soon as the classics started, it turned to crap.
As the UK always does, right?
Yeah, the good old Manx summer weather. Yeah.
You gotta love it. What's it like? Obviously, switching from a 400 to a 600, right? Obviously, breaking.
That's honestly one of the most fun parts of the whole event. Everything about it you just don't get to do in normal racing. Like you literally, in the same practice, will go out on a twin, and then you swap bikes, and a couple of minutes later you're out on a 600. Then later you can be on a 400 or a classic 750. It just keeps it interesting. And to me, I don't find it too bad. Like it's all just a case of, because I don't know if we talked about last. I don't actually even use the rev gauge. I just listen and change gear when you need to change gear, brake when you need to brake. It's pretty simple.
The concept is, of course, right?
So it doesn't really matter what bike you're on. It's just how uncomfortable the position is. That's all. The 400's a little cramped for somebody of my size, but the 750 was the nicest because those older bikes, they actually stretch the arms out over the tank, and I can fit it a lot better.
Yeah, especially as they call it, the ZX, right? Us Americans call it the ZX.
ZX, yeah. And if I go over and call it a ZX, I get made fun of. If I call it a ZX here, I get made fun of. I just can't win. That's why I just call it a cowie. Big cowie, little cowie.
It's a double-edged sword, damn it.
Yeah. People just make fun of me no matter where I am.
I mean, you sat down and talked a lot about, getting Americans over there to the Manx, right? So tell us, from the very beginning on, you making the decision to go and everything that entailed to you actually showing up for your first event.
Well, I started with it in mind. So even when I went racing, it was always with the Manx Grand Prix in mind. And I feel like, I think Rick Kay is very similar. Dave Thomas was more of a track racer, and then we roped him into our shenanigans. And but yeah, it's I'm pretty good with reading rules. So I basically read the rule book and checked every box that they needed, and it was a fairly straightforward path for me. You have to have the equivalent of a national license. You have to have held it for 18 months. You have to it's just check the boxes. They want to see that you've raced in Ireland. They're not just going to let anyone in there. And you have to be within a certain percentage of the winner in the class, which is kind of a pain in the ass when you're in AFM against Brendan Kettleson and those guys. It's like, come on, give me a break here, making me work for it. So you could just slow down a little and make my life a lot easier.
Yeah, Brendan Kettleson, big shout out to him. He's absolutely a weapon on two. He's actually with BPR this year in Moto America in the 600 Super Sport class on the R9, which is going to be. I don't think they're ready for Brendan yet. I really don't.
Yeah, it's going to be. He's ready. He'll
100%.
Yeah, and he's a nice guy too. So
yes, he is.
He deserves it all. But if he could just slow down a little in some of those races for me, it'd be great.
I need to be in the 107% cutoff, B. Come on, man.
Yeah, it's like, come on, just give me a break here.
So just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Yeah. So that, it is actually, you got to be at a pretty solid level for them to even entertain the entries. And I always tell people it's going to take you 3 years and 20 grand. And you're not going to get it any quicker or cheaper. If you get 20 grand over that 3 years, you've done well. Because they invite you over for a newcomers weekend and things like that. They pretty much, if you haven't stepped foot on the island, you're not going to get an entry. They want to see that you've been over there, that you know what you're getting into, and your head's in the right place.
Well,
and honestly, they want fast riders, but they're more concerned about safe riders, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, absolutely 100%. Then coming over there for the newcomers event, what was that like your very first time? You're like, I actually made it and I'm here. That had to have been a dream.
When you get that email, I don't know. I think I've spoke with Dave about it, and I've got a buddy, Stefan, that he got denied this year, unfortunately, but it's like you put your entry in, you get denied a year or two, and you're kind of like, oh, well, that's a shame. When you actually get, oh, hey, you've been accepted, the first thing is like, oh, shit. That's real now. God. It's like, I've got to put my money where my mouth is. And it's actually a bit of a sinking feeling of like, ooh.
This is actually happening.
Yeah. So, it's good. And then you get to basically go over and there'll be, what did they say? There was like 70 something applications this year. And they can only take a certain amount of newcomers. So I think there's like 45 newcomers. And there's a little bit of a backlog of people trying to get in. So, it's definitely still popular. And, you get over there and spend 2 days doing laps with people, talking you through everything and making sure that your head's in the right place and that you're actually prepared. And some people will get denied even after that. It's pretty rare, but they'll look at some people and be like, "We don't think you're ready." And so yeah, they want to see that you've done the homework and that you're ready, and they put you through the tests and make sure that you're good.
What was it like your very first lap?
So you get to do your first lap. You get to do a spirited ride behind an instructor. So I mean, even John McGuinness takes some newcomers out, and I was behind Colin Croft, who I'd met through the newcomers weekend and stuff. So basically, you go, and for me, it was a beautiful day. We didn't push any kind of limits. We were going at a very comfortable pace, and just because it's the first bikes out on circuit, all of the fans, everyone's got there, everybody's real excited to see everything. So it was just a awesome experience.
Something you'll never forget.
Yeah, probably one of the nicest rides I'll ever have in my life, just because we weren't pushing the limits and we just had the open road to ourselves. There's just a group of, I think it was like 5 of us. They set us off in groups, and you just go at the pace that they show you, and then you literally pull off the track. They've already set the practice session out behind you guys. So like once we make it to Ramsey, they'll set the practice off, and then basically they turn you loose. They're like, have at it. And then you scare the absolute crap out of yourself. Yeah. I genuinely wasn't that comfortable my first year. I would say up until the race, I was still nervous, or not nervous, just tense, not feeling it. Like it wasn't flowing to me. And then everything just came together over the race, and the last lap of the race will be the one that my first race will be what I never forget. Just coming over the mountain on your last lap, and you're like, God, I gotta wait another year to do this again. Damn it, I don't want this to end. And that's the tough part, is like the last laps of the last race each year. It's like, no, come on, there's got to be more.
So, just one more. Just one more.
Just come on, just give me another go.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine the feeling, being on a public road, just giving it the full beans, as the Americans say, right? From a fan, when I watch it, I get goosebumps like I never felt before. It's just it's the best way I can describe it to people. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my life. 100%. It's absolutely amazing. And seeing videos and clips, that's why every time I see one, I absolutely post it. And I sit there and watch it probably 35 times in a row before I post it, because I'm like, holy shit. Every time I see it, that's what I say. Holy shit, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, I mean, we watch it. I'd say I probably skip 2 days a week. So 5 days a week, I watch 2 laps, 2 onboards. Pretty relentlessly year round, we all do, just to see where we can make a little bit more time, or if somebody's being a bit smoother, or if we're rushing into places and things like that. So just to keep the mind fresh and know your way around there.
Yeah, where the lefts are the lefts and the rights are the rights, right? And let me ask you this, going out there, you've been out there a bunch now, and obviously they don't have proper braking markers like a track does, right? A closed circuit does. So you use hedges or telegraph poles or driveway entries or whatever it is, and sometimes they cut down a certain tree, or the bushes are different, stuff like that. So how does that affect you going out there?
Not terribly bad. I don't overthink stuff. So especially for our first year, you've watched these onboards, you've drilled everything into your head, and it's quite a peaceful monologue. You're just like, oh, yeah, well, look for the white gate, turn in there, and things like that. It's not really like the chaos that you would expect it to be. And then all I did was cut out the nonsense. So like over the years, I actually removed, like, there's plenty of corners where you just keep it pinned. It's keep it pinned in the middle of the road. It's not, you don't have to think too hard about it. You need to have your brain ready for the ones you really do need to think about. And so no, they've cut down a big tree on Bray Hill last week or a week before, and people use it as a marker. I don't think I've ever even noticed it. People always say aim for that big tree. I'm like, sure. So I don't think it's going to affect me too much. The things that change is the road surface. That's what I really look for more, because it's so heavily, there's so much trees around that the roots actually go under the tarmac, and they create the bumps. So from year to year there'll be bumps where there wasn't. They'll have repaved different sections, things like that. So
yeah, and of course, new tarmac is different grip levels than old tarmac, right? It's listen, what you do and everybody does. I said this 100 million times. I'm gonna say it again, and I'm never gonna stop saying it. We refer to Valentino Rossi, Mark Marquez, and all these legends of the sport, the aliens, right? I say bullshit. The true aliens of the sport are people like you. Seriously, because it's the way I explain it to people, Stu, and you can tell me what you think about it. I'm like, when it comes to closed circuit racers such as Rossi or JD Beach or whoever it is, right? They're comfortable at speeds going however fast they can go because they have all this runoff room and it's a wide open space. Now you take that same person, you put them on a space that's this wide on public roads with no runoff, right? So there's just a little something different here.
it goes from being more of an, like, track guys are more athletes and the absolute masters of their craft. Road racers, it's really more in your head. So it's a kind of a mental switch of what you're willing to do. And I think they're two different worlds, to be honest.
Me too, 110%, two different worlds. We watch it on TV like I do, but when you actually get there on your first time out, is it anything like you see it on TV?
So the best part is where they put the start finish couldn't be more of a ridiculous place. Like, there's so many spots that you could ease your way into the course. And I actually met Felix from Kramer in a bar in Garmisch, Germany, of all places. Just happened to sit next to him, and we got talking. And then my watch was telling me that I was exercising because my heart rate had gone up. Just describing the start, I mean, it's like being fired out of a cannon. Practice starts in the afternoon, so you've had all morning just to roam around. You've been going slow, taking it easy, and then you get to the start line and you're straight into sixth gear, and Bray Hill's just steep as hell. You bottom out, bounce your head off of the tank, and then as soon as you get your vision back, you're over Agos with the front wheel in the air, just smiling like this is just ridiculous. And so,
am I in heaven right now? Right? Is this what heaven is?
You don't get to ease your way in. It's like, oh, you want to get flat out real quick, start
knocking your foreplay,
and get after it.
I love it, man. So, coming up to the barrier, arches, the guy hands on the shoulder, what goes through your mind?
That's when things get nice. It's all the hustle and bustle of getting through scrutineering. There's a lot of people around the paddock, stuff like that. As soon as you get out onto Glen Crutchery Road and the helmet's on, it kind of goes quiet. You go into this nice, they have like a no man's land, and everything just gets peaceful. And you're like, yeah, let's have it. Let's go. So the nerves go away right there. It's the fun starts right there.
And then it's over with like that. After you're like, wait a minute, it's done already? This is crazy.
Yeah, an hour and 20 minutes of racing, and you get off it, and you're just like, what just happened? That was a blink. And yeah, it's crazy.
You're like, put me back in, coach. I'm ready.
Oh, I could do another 2 laps for sure. I'd be happy with the 6-lap race. I get faster as it goes on.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. And then you're out there with, of course, the likes of McGuinness and Ian Hutchison and legends of the sport. And do they? I've met them. They're all super cool guys. They'll give you advice. You can talk to them because they want to see you succeed and have fun and be safe too, as well.
Yep. Yeah, everyone's super approachable and the courteous. Everyone's courteous on the track. Yeah, they'll come past you in places you wouldn't even expect. And Connor Cummins come past me on a 500 Norton, and I was on my 600, I think. No, I was on the twin. I couldn't stay with him coming out of Ramsey, and it's like the bike's ancient, and he just makes it look effortless. And you just realize how much more you got to learn.
Facts, right? I actually met Connor Cummins in BSB at Cadwell Park. He was with Pageant's Honda at the time.
Yeah.
In 23. Yeah.
That guy.
It blew me away how tall he is.
How tall, how broken, and how little he races. That's what gets me. Connor's one of those that just turns up and hits 130 mile an hour laps with really not racing a huge amount anywhere else that year. He checks off like the bare minimum to get the ride and just right up to pace, right out the gate every time. He's an absolute freak of nature, that guy.
He is. Again, he was tall. I remember looking up, I was like, holy shit, I didn't realize you were so tall, Connor. He's quiet. He is super quiet too.
Yep.
Legend of the sport. But you're right. Some of those people just have that natural ability to check the bare minimum, show up, and you're just like, what the fuck, man? This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But all that comes with track knowledge and years of doing it, and he has his own coffee shop and all that good stuff.
Well, he's one of those, him and the likes of Dan Neen, he kind of came out and just was quick right out the gate. He's just always been quick on a bike.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And then, if I'm not mistaken, Ian Hutchinson's coming back this year.
Yeah, I saw he's on the Burrows, the Panigale. So, I mean, you can never count Ian out. He's got it in him for sure. So
he's the only one in history that won it 5 times in 2 weeks. So, I'm a TT nerd for sure. 110%.
He's got the drive, that man. He's definitely wants it. So I don't think age or injuries or anything will ever stop him. He's got it.
He's got all the bases covered for sure, right? It's again, and then of course, you met other Americans like Dave Thomas, and of course I had Rick and Jackie K on, and then and out there. So which one's the biggest goofball out there? Me? That's what I was gonna say. It's Dave. 110%. It's got to be Dave.
Yeah, Dave just goes out of his way to make his own life hard. If there's an easy way to do it, he's not interested. Absolutely not. He'll figure out the Dave Thomas way. There's no amount of telling that man. There's no amount of helping him. He's just going to do it his own way, and yeah, you just sit back and watch. It's a comedy show.
So, dude, I guarantee it's a comedy show with him. One question I have is I've been to a shit ton of MotoGP races, World Superbike, one of those. Of course, all the Moto America races pretty much for as far back as I can remember. Each one has its own energy, right? Even though it's the same beautiful circus, each one just has its own unique energy and vibe to it. I couldn't imagine what it's like, because the feeling that I get watching the real road races on TV when it comes on, the TT Plus app, people, you guys need to download it right now. Starts in May. It's only like $25 US. It's the best $25 you're ever going to spend in your entire life. Trust me. They got other programs on there too as well, like Between the Hedges and all that stuff. That's absolutely amazing. But what's the energy like, because it's full of such history, 1907 and
I mean, it's just how close you can get. You can feel the bikes. You feel part of it. Like even just sitting on the hedges that close to bikes going by. The Irish stuff, I mean, it's not just the Isle of Man. I mean, the Irish stuff is fantastic. You go watch Tandragee, Cookstown. I mean, people don't realize it. You can get from, especially the East Coast, to Dublin pretty quick and pretty cheap. And get yourself to go watch Cookstown or Tandragee and all these, like Armoy. The Northwest is, I believe it's still Ireland's biggest outdoor event. Like it attracts over 100,000 spectators. It's wild. So the atmosphere is just a different world, and yeah, it's a different crowd for sure. It's a more relaxed crowd than I've seen at like MotoGP and yeah, any of the actual like track events. They seem to be the young sort of wannabe hooligans, whereas real road racing seems to attract more of like an older motorcycle enthusiast crowd.
Yeah, it almost seems like there's two different types of fans. You got the real road racers and then the circuit racers and then several in between.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. 110%. And dude, it's on my bucket list. I told my wife I'd drop dead right now as we're doing this podcast. I don't care if you burn me, fine, whatever. She already told me she's gonna burn me, right? I'm like, okay, cool. I don't care. I'm dead, right? But you got to send my ashes out to the TT. You got to get on a plane. You got to go out there. I don't care where you're at. And just
Well, the easy way, my recommendation is get yourself out for Tandragee. You can do it cheap. You can do it easy. Fly into Dublin. You can rent a van fairly cheap. Just even sleep in the back of the van. And Tandragee's amazing. It's a high speed track as well, and some serious jumps on that one. That's like a motocross track that's paved, and all that stuff is mass start as well. So I mean, it's really good. I mean, getting over to the TT costs a lot of money. Getting over to the Isle of Man costs a lot of money for any event over there. But the Irish stuff's really affordable. So more people should get on that program for sure.
Listen, I want to do them all, but my main goal is absolutely the TT, man. I want to be right there and just, yes, I'll be fine if I die right then. I'm good.
You better bring a good paycheck with you, because the TT's got itself to such a state now that it costs a fortune to go watch. Just even getting on and off the island's outrageous.
Yeah, well, it's a price I'm absolutely willing to pay. Look, we got a couple of these comments. We got Robert Maxwell. What's up, my man? He says, I'm here, bro. Let's fucking go, Robert. He says, I want to get to the TT someday. Dude, listen, it's the best thing you're ever going to see in your whole life. And then, of course, we got the legend, Dave Thomas, bro. What is up? He says, I didn't know you were today, boys.
Oh, Dave. You got to get on that.
Yeah, Dave, when you coming on the podcast, man?
He's something else, that boy.
It's again, it's the same, camaraderie is closed circuit racing. You meet the most amazing people in the world in the beautiful.
And he just went over and did the cemetery circuit in New Zealand. So
nice.
He's got some interesting stuff that no one else in the US really. I can't remember the last time.
I can't think of anybody.
I know Rennie Skaysbrook. He's like me. He's a fake American. He's done it plenty.
Said I'm a fake American.
So, and the Americans that talk funny. Yeah, he's done plenty down there. But
look, yeah, Dave. Okay. He says Israel and Stu are way more interesting. LOL. I'm quite boring, really. Dave.
No.
Bullshit. Don't bullshit me, man.
No. It's really more of a spectator sport with Dave, though. It's just follow him around and watch him. That's the interesting shit. If you could just put a camera and follow him in his day-to-day life, I bet you people would pay to watch that.
It'd be a TV show. That's something, dude. Hey, that's a great idea. We'll go over there, man. Yeah, I'll fly over there and film his ass all day and make a show out of it. The Dave Thomas show.
The Dave Thomas show. I'd be watching that for sure. Absolutely.
Well, you live it too, right? So
I have got a front row seat for it, so it's pretty good.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. It's again, you meet the most amazing people in the world. 2026. Tell everybody when the Mannix actually is, the dates.
It is. Oh, don't put me on the spot like that. It's the last couple of weeks of August. I don't think it's going into September at all this year. So it's just the last 2 weeks of August, and it always falls around that. Sometimes it runs on into September, but depending on the calendar. But that's this year's plan. I was hoping to do some Southern 100, like you had, and we'll see how finances pan out on that. I wanted to get over do some Irish stuff, but both my bikes are on the island right now, and getting them over to Ireland is actually a bit of a mission. It's not as easy as, well, it's not as cheap as you'd hope. So financially, I just don't think I can swing the Irish stuff. I wanted to do Tangier and then straight over to Southern 100 because they're they're 1 week apart. But I just don't think I can swing it. We'll see if I can do the Southern 100. But yeah,
I hope you get to, man.
The Manx. I mean, I'm just greedy, is all it is. I mean, I've got 4 bikes entered in 6 classes on the island, so I'm a busy boy when it comes over there. I mean, the other guys don't do the classic stuff, so they get a day off, and I still have to go out. In fact, I don't get a day off in practice week or anything. It was it wasn't a little much, but it was as much as I can take on. That's for sure.
I'm a huge fan of the classics too. It's one of my favorite races because it's all the classic bikes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
When you say carburetor, people are like, "What the fuck is a carburetor?"
Oh, the flat slides on the 750 are brutal. Like that was an eye opener getting used to that. The second your hand hits a bump, it's just chopping the throttle instant and then back on the power and chopping it. And yeah, it took a bit of getting used to on that thing.
I bet, yeah, they are jerky. I've had the honor to ride several bikes with the flat slides. It's definitely a different. It's crisp, but you're right. When you hit a bump, it's jerky. So, oh shit!
So, and there's plenty of bumps to hit.
100%. Dave says, if only Stu knew someone with bikes in Ireland he could ride. Cough, cough.
Well, that was my game plan, but those bikes are not available, unfortunately. Eric's bike has a girl on it. We're going to get our asses kicked by a girl this year, a young newcomer girl, too.
Really?
Come on, Eric. So now he's got Ashley Robinson. I don't know her last name. An Irish girl that's got into the Manx. He's got her on board for, I think, Cookstown, Tangier, Armoy, the full Irish calendar, and the Manx Grand Prix on the McCrum's Aprilia. So that bike's spoken for, and I'm not too sure all the other ones. So unfortunately, I don't think there is a bike over there for me. Plus, I don't like borrowing people's bikes too much. I'll borrow Houston's for some reason. I feel real comfortable on his bikes, but I don't know why that is.
That's hilarious.
Well, we've never actually come to any kind of agreement on, was the guy Martin on the TT film. He's like, well, to have a gentleman's agreement, you have to have 2 gentlemen. So Houston and I have never actually really talked about what's involved on the borrowing of bikes and things like that. So we just make it work out and we call it good.
Love it. I love it, man. It's freaking awesome. And of course, Adam Bauer.
Yeah.
Yeah. He comes out there and races.
Well, he's been a little bitch recently and sitting at home. Needs to get back out and start racing again, Adam.
Facts, Adam. Come on, man.
Yeah,
Come
I've
on,
got
man.
his old CBR. That was I bought that off him after his first year over there, and then I still give that thing a good thrashing.
Love it.
Oh, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see Adam back out.
Me too. Dave says my ZX6R and RS660 for the Irish stuff if you needed.
Dave lives in a different budget to me. I can't afford to even look at his bikes. His wheels are worth more than most of my motorcycles. So I don't want to touch those.
Oh, come on now, Stu. You got to get out there and ride them.
So, plus, his are fast as well. I'd have no excuses on those. I'd have to win. So,
love it. He said, "No, I got to step up to the plate."
Yeah, yeah. Well, and that's the other beautiful thing about Dave's Aprilia this year is it's identical to Dave Thomas's. So Dave better bring his A game.
Can we go on a walk?
Yes, buddy, you can go on a walk.
All right,
Hi, homie. Are you okay? Anybody need a kid? I got one I can send you. You just got to send them back.
Yeah, Dave's got his work cut out for him. No excuses, Thomas. No excuses.
None. He said shopping cart wars. All right, I know there's got to be a story behind that right there. So what is it?
Oh, well, in the past, I've always made fun of him for getting beat by a fat old man on a grocery getter. So because my Cowie 650 the twin I've been racing is basically a 650 Ninja. It's what you buy your wife to go get the groceries and stuff. Mine is not what you would class as a purebred race bike. Mine's an accidental race bike that got dragged into it willingly, probably unwillingly. And then Dave's on his Aprilia, which is a pretty purpose-built machine. So, yeah, Dave has been successfully beat by a fat old man on a shopping bike for the last several years. So.
Damn, Dave.
better bring it, Thomas. Better bring it.
Oh my God! So, Dave, are you hitting the gym too as well, Stu, this year?
Oh, Dave lost a ton of weight last year. He's the inspiration. He actually is a year ahead. He's a racing snake right now. There's barely anything to him. Good. So if he loses any more weight, there'll be nothing left of him.
Power to weight ratio, baby.
Yeah.
Power to weight ratio. So, what's your favorite section of the track?
All of it. I've got a guy up in Oregon. I won't name him yet, but he's our latest prospect. He's 2 or 3 years away from, or hopefully like 2 years. He's starting the process and he's keen and he's doing it right. So he asked me the other day, because I get asked that quite a bit, and I did with Maurice from TT USA. I did a lap in the van with him filming, and he put it up on YouTube. And about every minute, 2 minutes, the words out of my mouth are, "Oh, I love this bit of track. This is my favorite section." And the whole way around, I'm like, you know what? I guess I just love it all. There's no favorite bit, I guess, because it's all fun.
Yeah, I could only imagine. It's fun for me to watch it for sure. 110%. Go ahead.
The waterworks is not my favorite bit right now. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
that's my least favorite bit of the track at the moment.
Yeah, but you'll be even faster through that section this year coming into it. He's like, I don't know, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
So,
no.
In preparation for 2026, when do you usually fly out there? Do you fly out a week before, 2 weeks before, or?
I'm about I usually go about 4 days before, I think, because I've done it earlier where I've gone for like a week and I just find myself milling around and not like it's fine if you get there a few days before, you set up the paddock, you get signed on, you get everything ready. It kind of keeps you busy a little, keeps your mind in the right place. And but I fly into Scotland, pick up my brother's van, drive down to Lincoln, pick up the bikes from Dave, and then drive across, and then do the return on the way home. So um, yeah, it's not something I need to spend too much time out. Yeah, I mean, you're going to be there for 2 weeks anyway, so pretty easy.
Yeah. What do you eat when you usually go over there? My favorite thing over there was
Oh,
the fish and chips, bro. Straight up with the mushy peas. I called them squishy peas when I
yeah.
went, and everybody in the rest of that place just stopped and looked at me, and they're like, "It's mushy peas." I was like, "I'm American. I'm sorry. Forgive me."
I definitely get straight back on the beige food diet. Get into some proper crumpets. You can't get crumpets over here. Chips, cheese, and gravy. There's a Manx national dish. So I mean, it's a pretty. I wouldn't say it's an athletic advantage. The first couple of days when I get back, I just get into everything. But the Isle of Man, the seafood, the Queenies is the best. Yeah, so scampi, love all
Mhm.
that stuff.
Me too.
I go straight. I go straight to Peel and get a kip of bap on the little cafe next to the castle on the breakwater. It doesn't get much more fresh out of the ocean than that. Crab bap and a kip of bap and set.
And a pint, and I'm good.
Oh, Guinness, yeah. I don't even. I mean, as soon as I get off the plane, I've got a Guinness in me. That's step one. I don't even get my bags until I've had a good Guinness.
Love it. Yeah, I did that too when I went over there to the UK. First thing I did, I was like, I need a Guinness straight up. And then I found Madry. Is that how you say it? Madry?
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah,
the beer. The beer.
yeah,
That was pretty good too. I wish we could get that here in America, but boo, we can't.
yeah. No, I get told off a lot with our team that um, I don't stick to the strict diets. Well, the other thing, you get off a bike, you've got a beer tent right there, and you're not riding first thing in the morning. I mean, it'd be rude not to have a beer.
Right?
Yeah,
I would do the same. Let me
but
get
I
two
think
pints.
I'm gonna be on best behavior because Mr. Houston's probably listening. So,
If not, he's going to for sure. He says,
well, yeah, that Dave Aprilia comes with some strict, um, strict rules for behavior on the team.
you
That
got to
I,
check all those boxes too as well. And I know some of them are probably pretty hard to check. You're like, oh, I gotta do this. Come on, man.
yeah, no, Houston's very by. He has his ways, but his ways work, so can't really criticize.
No, absolutely not.
His
So
ways seem to be better than mine so far, so maybe I should listen to him a bit more.
just a wee bit, maybe. I don't know. So, after this race season, you plan on doing it in 2027. You continue doing it for as long
I've,
as you can.
yeah, yeah. My wife seems to think I have like she believes I made some sort of promise about only doing it once or twice, but I've always believed that this sport needs people to actually get involved and to do it. Like 3 years is minimum to even learn the place. 5 years is really um, you're kind of up to speed and in a good spot. Like you've got to give it 5 years. There's no just turning up and doing 1 year, honestly. So this is my fifth year. I have a plan to wind it down. It's just hard to commit winding it down when it's so much fun. I mean, what else am I going to do with my life? I'll be, it's I'll have too much time and money, and I won't know what to do with it all. So, no, I intend to, because I've got the Manx background. My plan is to keep my. Right now, I'm going to keep the Cowie over there, the 650, the twin, and that we were hoping Stefan was going to get in this year, and that would have been the bike he'd ride. But I'm going to keep it around. It's not good enough to be at the front of the pack, but it's not a bad bike, and it's plenty quick enough for your first crack at it and to get to know your way around it. So to try and entice more Americans in and to actually help, because that's really what Eric's been doing over the years, is making our life so easy that we can actually get to do this, because logistically for American teams to do it is just expensive and a nightmare. But if I can keep the bike there, I can at least, I know the way, I know the rules, I know how to get stuff through scrutiny, and just take the pressure off people that want to actually go through the hoops and actually start bringing people in. So this guy I've got up in Oregon potentially is going to be our test pilot for a complete unknown. Like, I'd never met him. He reached out to me to get all the info of how to get in, and we want to start taking complete, not just our friends group, and get them over there. We'll do that as well, but let's get anyone that wants to get in. We'll be out there to help you guys.
I love it, man. That's a great plan.
Yeah, it involves me stopping racing though. That's the shitty part of that plan. But at least I can. That way it puts me there. I think because we have Dodd Spence, we have Dave, we have Eric, we have these boys. I think it's something they love it, and I think they need it in their life. Like, they need to be part of this because they're not racing anymore. And I think that's what I'm going to have to do, is at least I get to be part of it. But I think I'll be more nervous that end. I'd rather be on the bike, to be honest.
I mean, of course, right? Yeah. And
that time waiting, not knowing, just waiting for them to come back, it's got to be brutal. It's got to be the worst part of that job.
I could only imagine, right? It's yeah, but what you're doing in your plans is absolutely amazing. It's proper mega for our sport. It's especially getting people over there that truly want to get there, knowing people that know the ins and outs. It's actually done it for years, and yeah, it makes it easier. And I want to say accessible for everybody else that actually wants to do it.
I've got some plans with Maurice from TT USA to try and do something similar to like a people's bike. There's a bike called the People's Bike on the island that's run for and they get newcomers every year and help them through, and they run it at TT as well. And the thing is, they're not a big team. They're just some guys doing it for the love of the sport. And their sponsorship is basically get 200 people to chip in $10 rather than asking one person for 20 grand or something like that. So I think we've got potential to do something American version of that, and just try and get a lot of people to back a bike and really promote Americans getting into road racing in Europe.
So I'm gathering, by the way, you're talking about this, it's going to be at least 5 years before you hang up your leathers to bring something to do it. I love it. Let's go.
There's no harm in having extra. As long as Dave will give me a twin, at least somebody can ride my twin. So I will retire eventually. Just haven't achieved what I've set out to do. So, and what I've set out to do is still a tall order. So I'm not going to be happy till I've done 115 mile an hour on a 600 and 110 on the twin. And I'm not even close to those yet. So let's see how that goes.
Dude, Stuart, you're gonna do it. 110% got faith in you, man. You're absolutely gonna do it, and I think it's gonna happen sooner rather than later.
I love your enthusiasm.
For real, I really do. And I got a buddy of mine, the Leech Andrew. What is up, my man? He says he is interested.
Reach out to me on social media, and we'll get the ball rolling.
There you go.
It's open to anyone. We're here to help.
Love it, man. I love it, dude. It's got to be scary thinking about, at least you got a goal set forth in place of, bringing Americans over there, rather than a lot of people when they hang up their leathers are just kind of done with it. And we briefly talked about this too, is when short circuit racers, when they finally hang up their leathers and retire. What's up, Buttercup? It's cold outside. Yeah, because it's freaking 5 degrees. He's like, I want to go run around the neighborhood. I'm like, bye.
Yeah.
We're ringing that doorbell.
Okay, you were ringing doorbells and running?
Yep.
Bro.
Well, yeah.
I used to do the same thing. I can't say nothing, so.
Listen,
Better than playing video games.
Grandma with the freaking walker was staring at us throughout the whole freaking block.
And Grandma with the walkers would come down here, and when I'm opening the door, she wants to beat your tail. I'm going to let her. That's how that's going down. I'm going to film it, too.
She was like this, and when we got farther down, she couldn't see us through the door. She was like, there's a door.
I know you got kids, too, right? So,
mine aren't quite at that stage yet.
Trust me, it's coming, and it goes quicker than you think.
And where I live, then yeah, it's not exactly close to the neighbors. So yeah, that'd be a little troublesome.
Say hi to everybody, Zach. This is my son's friend. Staying the night tonight, so he always likes to bring his friends in when they stay over. Oh, my dad's doing this podcast. Let's go in there real quick. So, hey, that's my $1. You in here stealing my money?
So I already got Minecraft because I told Nana that I was saving up for it, and she whipped out a $20 bill and gave it to me. So I bought Minecraft, and so I want this add-on where I could get Sonic the Hedgehog, and I get a map.
Listen, Stu, I need your address because I'm gonna put these two in a box and mail them to you.
Minecraft is the best game ever created. Play it.
We don't care about Minecraft, but
No.
cool.
Yeah, we like motorbikes.
Yeah, we like motorbikes. We talk about Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah. You kidding me right now? Minecraft. Now he does. Him and his buddies play Minecraft. Actually, some of my adult friends, they play that shit too. I'm like, I ain't playing.
I got plenty of that.
I'll play Ride 5. Let's play Ride 5. I ain't playing no Minecraft.
I tried the TT game and got my ass kicked by my 12-year-old nephew. I'm like, they're so much better at it than me. I couldn't get the hang of it. I couldn't even make it like 3 corners without crashing. It was horrible.
Yeah, I got a PS5, so they had a trial for the game because you can if you're PlayStation Plus, whatever, you can do trials on the games before you buy them. I got on that thing. I started playing it. It's crashing my brains out left and right. I was like, but look, Leech says we are Minecraft. Right?
Oh, sure, whatever that means.
That's hilarious. I mean, it's a popular game. I'm not gonna lie, everybody. There's a lot of people that play it. I'm just not one of. I just don't really have a whole lot of time to play video games.
Yeah,
much less do anything else, right? Like when I retire and I ain't got shit else to do, then I can play a shit ton of games. Right now, I feel like if I have the time and actually sit down, Stu, for like 45 minutes, I'm like, I got to do something. Like I got to get up. I got to be productive, right?
I've got a container full of classic bikes that needs to get attended to. Some of them have been in there too long, and yeah, I need to. That'll be a lot before video games.
Yeah, but that's fun too, right? It's like I always consider motorcycles like women. They're absolutely beautiful. You fall in love with one, you can't wait to get on her and ride her and tango with her. So you salsa dance with her, and then another beautiful woman comes along, and you're like, oh my god, she's so gorgeous. I gotta ride her too. Then when you get on her, the same tango dance, it's the same, but it's different because she's different, right? So, yeah, I like to get them in the garage and get them naked and see what's underneath them and just the vows, dude. I get lost doing all that stuff. So it's a lot of fun to do maintenance on a motorcycle.
Yeah. Well, I had time for that before kids, so now I've sold a bunch and I'm scaling down to just one race bike, and that way at least I've got time for it. So
listen, being a parent is absolutely a juggling act, right? Because it's for me it come easy, but some of my friends it comes pretty hard. It's they're still, how do I want to say this, selfish in their own ways. It's still about me, and I'm like, nah, bro, it's about
you been speaking to my wife?
No. I right. No. But it's something.
Sierra for sure.
He's like, wife, come in here. You and him been talking. You gotta stop that shit.
Yeah, I have been accused of such things.
I mean, I do too, right? Like, absolutely, I do. But for us, it's like we don't see it in that manner, right? We don't. Until our queen points it out. And then we feel like we're this big. You're like, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, promise I won't. Then we go right back doing what we're doing.
See, I'm not smart enough there. I just poke that bear, and it doesn't end well for me. But one day I'll learn.
Yeah, it don't end well for me very much. Very often it don't end well for me neither, because I'm the same way. She's like, stop. I'm like,
yeah, keep going.
And then I'm in big time trouble. So yeah, for sure. Leak says our engines, bikes made from our minds, Minecrafts. There we go.
He must be a lot deeper than me. I'm
100%.
That's deep, man. That's way too deep.
We in the Matrix right now? That's a Matrix right there.
Trying to get in my head. Trying to get in my head, man.
Not gonna happen. Block, mind block, mind block. Like that reference, didn't you? Mind block. But I mean, seriously, again, you having a goal and a game plan for the future of getting, Americans involved over there is just absolutely brilliant, bro. So congratulations. And I'm gonna say this, and I know it's been over a year since me and you talked. But dude, every goal and achievement you feel like you want to achieve in this sport, man, I hope you do it 10 times over, right? You talk about you want to be 115, it's gonna happen sooner rather than later for you. And then of course I know you, so once you hit that goal, you're gonna be like, okay, now the next step is 117, right? It don't never stop. It don't never stop, bro. Come on, man. It never stops. Now we look at it, right? Like Peter Hickman, dude, almost 137 mile an hour average lap. I'm like,
yeah, unbelievable,
bro. And then in our lifetime, how lucky we are in this life, not only to see Joey Dunlop, if he was into racing back in the day like I was, right? Which there's Joey Dunlop right there, his last race ever in 2000 on the SP1. And to see, his nephew, Joey Dunlop, Michael Dunlop, come up and actually beat Joey's record, because nobody ever thought that record would ever be beat, and then here comes Michael and just.
We're living in a golden era. People are going to look back at this time right now and in 20 years, and like that was a great time for motorsport.
110%. Well, same way we look back at the late 80s and 90s through pretty much 2002, 4. It's those were the golden days of racing back then too, as well. So
you just don't know. You don't. Well, I try and appreciate it while you're in it, but most people don't really notice it until later. Like, oh, that was good. I mean, look at Hickman's lap record. He was behind on the last lap, chasing Dean Harrison, and like had to give it everything. Over the mountain, he absolutely blitzed everything that had ever been done before, and he was still in traffic. Like the fact that he set that lap record while having to deal with traffic is unbelievable. I mean, it shows that he's got it in him if he can mentally get back in the game from where he's been the last couple of years. I don't think he's in the right place at the minute, but
We'll see in May.
Yeah. No, I think Dean's going to be Dean on that Honda. He's and especially moving. He's a Lexi boy now, so I gotta support my Lexi guys. So,
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm sure being over there, living over there, being on the factory Honda, everything. Dean's been waiting for this. I mean, the fact that he did so well on an outdated Cowie. I mean, that, to put it nicely, that Dow Cowie had run its
course.
It's not like they could develop it much further.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Dean Harris is definitely one to look out for. It's this year's going to be a mega year, and you're right. You know, Hickman being in not 100% right, you know, in his mind. We'll see how it's going to play out. I think I don't know. It's always it's one of those kind of tough things to call, right? Until the practice week comes out and you see how everybody's putting it together, and then you can be like, okay, he's strong, she's strong.
One thing for sure, it's going to be amazing.
It's going to be proper mega for sure, 110%. Again, dude, almost 100. Like, what, 20 years ago, they're like, there's no way somebody's going to do 125 miles an hour, right? And now we're almost at 140 miles an hour, which is just absurd.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
I mean, yeah, the tire development, the road being, I mean, they do make the circuit a lot nicer than it's ever been. So with that, you're going to get increased speeds as well. So everything will play a factor, and as long as they keep developing the big bikes, the speeds will keep getting quicker.
I forget what it was I was watching, but Josh Brooks was talking about when he raced at the TT with Hickman. They were teammates, and I forget this section of the track, and Hickman's like, yeah, I just pointed towards the concrete wall, grabbed 6, and just pinned the gas, right? And Josh Brooks was like, holy fuck, dude, there's no way I'm doing that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's different styles. Everyone has their different ways through stuff, and whatever reference you need and whatever. I try and dumb it down a little. I think people try and over dramatize it. It's just a bunch of clowns going around in a circle. I think we're not. It's not. Don't hype it up too much. There's one that everybody always says coming in Miltontown. It's just throw it at the wall. You'll never hit it. It's like, don't be so dramatic. Just fucking follow the road around. You'll be fine. So I think different people have different styles, I guess.
They do, and again, you know, it to me, and I know on our last podcast I said it, to me the most mental out of everybody is the monkeys in the sidecars. Those are the most mental people ever.
Yeah. AFM's actually doing a sidecar series on the West Coast this year, so my sidecar's got to come out. I've got to weld up an exhaust for that. Actually, it's tucked in a trailer just out of sight around there. So yeah,
do you know my good buddy Peter Essoff? He's a big sidecar guy.
I know of him. Yeah. I don't believe I've spent too much time with him. I honestly, the sidecar crowd, I know Wade Boyd, and the rest of them I met at Laguna Seca and stuff like that. But I had my solo bikes as well and other stuff going on. I'm not one of those that like tends to mingle too much. Unless you got beer fridge out, then you'll find me.
Or a Guinness, right? There's Stu. I know exactly where he's at.
So, yeah, you know where to find me most of the time. But
yeah, man, I love it.
So
I love it.
No, I know of those guys, and I'll probably get to know a few more of them this year. Because I kind of told my buddy Clive's on the board and of AFM, and they were like, hey, if we get this in, you boys better show up. So I kind of committed to a bit of racing on the sidecar this year.
And how different is that? You know, obviously I've never experienced it. Peter offered me whenever I see him, he's going to take me for a ride in one. Because I want to be that monkey, right? Like I want to sit in the side and just
I'll never be able to tell you what it's like to be in the side of one, because you'll never get me in there.
Oh, come on, Stu.
Absolutely not. Well, you got to be agile. That's not really my thing. My legs are all too broken to be cramped. It looks horrible in there. It doesn't look fun. I mean, actually, Sal, my passenger, she looks like she's having a whale of a time. She is just, her head is like inches off the ground. She's one of those that likes the old style and hangs right out of it. And she looks like she's having fun. I'm like, have at it, lady. Better rather you than me. I'm not getting involved.
How different is the sidecar, though? You know, your experience of I don't want to say riding one because you're actually laying down in it. Like
the one I've got is from the 70s, I believe. Homemade from the 70s, been modified over time, and it's got Mini Cooper wheels. Like it's that old school and homemade. And I imagine the nice ones are a lot different. Mine's just a wild. It slides a lot, so you can drift it. And from what I've been told, it drives very different to modern ones. So I don't really rate my sidecar experience as a whole wealth of knowledge. I've got this old vintage creation that I go and thrash around a bit and pretend like I know what I'm doing. That's about it.
What motor's in that thing? Is it a CBR 600 motor?
It's a GPZ 900, the Top Gun bike.
Yep.
So it's got some go to it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, my last outing, it didn't have much woe. It had more go than woe. We cooked the brakes both races and basically set it on fire and all kinds of. It's always an adventure getting that thing out. So we'll see how it goes this year.
It's like dating an old crazy girlfriend. You're like, I don't know what's gonna happen. Let's just roll with it, right?
Yeah. It's like, well, let's take it out. Let's spin some laps and see what it throws at us.
Oh my God, that's hilarious. Dude, listen, Stu, this has been a lot of fun, man. We're definitely going to sit back down, but this time it's not going to be a year in between. So let's me and you sit down and let's do a pre-TT podcast where we talk about the TT coming up. And then after the TT, we'll get together and talk about the whole week. And then right before you go out, I'd like to have you back on. Me and you can sit down and talk about, okay, it's crunch time. I got 2 weeks before I head out and blah, 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 blah. You tell us about, you know, all the experiences and the preparations and all that good stuff, even though we touched on it now, but that's when shit gets real. Right. And then, afterwards at the end of the year, I'm going to have you back on. We can talk about 2026 and be like, yeah, I'm on for another 10. My wife's going to kill me when she hears this, but I love you, babe. We're good.
But yeah, let's do it. I'm always down to talk road racing. My knowledge of MotoGP and stuff like that is worthless, but I can fill you in on anything that happens in the UK at least.
Yeah, I watch, you know, to me, and I tell everybody, Stu, it's the Isle of Man TT, all road races, right? Whether it's the Southern 100, blah, 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 blah. And then it's BSB as far as production. And then everything else below that's pretty much equal to me. BSB is my favorite production racing in the world. It's fucking just brilliant. I mean, everything about it, the circuits, the atmosphere. I can say it because I've been there, right? And the bikes, they're racing, what, 200?
The racing so close and such a high level.
It's insane.
Little more aggressive, I would say, than most. They're definitely elbows out, getting after it.
And then if you people hadn't ever been to Cadwell Park, it's literally this wide. You talking about the TT's narrow? Yeah, Cadwell's that's a whole nother unique racetrack in the world. Cadwell is above all the others for sure. So absolutely amazing. I remember when I seen who was it, the first one I seen? I think it was Brooks come off and his rear tire was like 4 feet off the ground. And I was standing there and I was like, what the fuck? You gotta be kidding me right now. Yeah. And then once you come over the top, you go on the back section, you can actually go through the pub or walk around it. And you can almost literally stand there at the fence and reach your hand out and touch them as they come by. It's absolutely just insane.
Yeah, there's some nice tracks in Europe, that's for sure.
110%, man. 110%. Well, Stu, this has been a lot of fun. I'm gonna get off here because I know the kids are gonna be coming in here shortly and saying we're hungry, so I'm gonna have to go cook everybody dinner. My wife's going to a concert tonight with her best friend, and I think she took off without saying bye because she don't ever really pop her head in here. She'll do it sometimes when she has a honey to-do list for me. So sometimes Stu, she'll pop her head in there. And dude, and this is all she says: wrap that shit up. And I'm like, okay, I gotta go. See you guys. It's hilarious. But dude, this has been absolutely a proper mega time. It's good to see you again, my friend. Just down with me for a minute. As soon as I end this, I'm gonna let you end it. Get all your sponsors, all your shout outs, where people can find you. Andrew, Leach, reach out to Stuart. I will just look him up on Facebook, shoot him a message, and you two can work it out.
Once any questions, any help, we're here.
110%.
Yeah, I'm really, it's not that I'm bad with social media, it's just I'm not that into it, but I've always got my phone with me for work, so I'm pretty good at responding to stuff. So reach out on Instagram or Facebook, and that's all I've got. And then,
he responds to me if that tells you anything, right? So he'll respond to anybody else because he responds to me. So
yeah,
it's hilarious. Oh my
God!
I
spend a lot of time on flights and stuff like that, so it passes time for me. So feel free to reach out.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Stuart, man, Clotworthy, it's been absolutely amazing to have you back on. Before we end this podcast, man, I just want to tell everybody, and I say this all the time, it's because Stu and every single one of you that's been on the podcast, everybody that's coming up on the podcast, everybody that listens, the likes, the subscribes, and all that is the reason why I'm sitting here doing this. It's nothing but love to each and every single one of you. I freaking mean it. I say it all the time. Big shout out to RD Racing, my man Jake Marsh out there in the UK. Big shout out to 64 Degree Racing and Venom Racing. Those are my two friends that have undersuits. If anybody's looking for an undersuit, look no further than 64 Degree Racing and Venom Sport. Look, my wife made an appearance. I love you. Have fun, babe. At least it wouldn't wrap this shit up, right? So if you're out there in California, CVMA, CRVA, I said that just ass backwards right there. But Racer 401 program, my man Aunt Lee Terry has a mentorship program. You guys sign up. It's absolutely amazing. Kenny says, wrap that shit up. Big shout out to K-Tech Suspension. I got 3 people that make graphics, 3 of my friends that make graphics. So if anybody's out there looking to get your helmet wrapped, your bike wrapped, your van wrapped, your boat wrapped, your sidecar wrapped, your wife wrapped, any of it, right? You can look no further than REB Graphics, Drip and Wet Graphics, and GRG Designs. There's 3 of my buddies. You're not going to go wrong from ordering from any of them. Big shout out to SFL Mini GP and Jersey Mini GP for everybody listening out there. Listen, all you got to do is register. You don't need leathers, boots, gloves, helmet. You don't need nothing. Bikes. You register, you show up, you get out there, you have fun. Matter of fact, those 2 programs we have here in America are the 2 where most of our future legends of the sport's coming out of here in America right now. We got Avery Dreyer, Brandon Posh. The list goes on. Gus Rodeo, and that's where they come from. So if anybody's interested, you yourself are getting your young kid or daughter into the sport, search up sflminigp.com and go out there and have fun. And last but not least, man, the fastest chef in America, Chef Eats, my man Jeff Servin. So if anybody out here, I know he is shipping kind of out to the not so much West Coast. I think it's more the Mid Coast right now, but he does meal preps, right? And they're absolutely amazing. And he can design them. They got athlete meals and just, regular meals. You pop them in the microwave and you got breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So big shout out to Chef Eats if anybody's interested in that. And that's all I got right now. Stuart, it's been an absolutely proper mega time having this conversation. All things, especially with road racing, man. That is people. Listen to me. Forget MotoGP, the TT, the Manx, the Southern 100, all that. That's what you need to get into. If you don't know anything about it, YouTube it, because you'd be like, this is the shit right here, 110%.
There's a lot more than just the TT.
110% there is.
Don't forget all those little races that
the
are
armory.
awesome.
Do they still race it at Estonia?
No, that circuit actually, they stopped that a couple of years after Jerry's death. It didn't last much longer.
Yeah.
But, they do the IRRC, International Road Racing Championship in Finland and Germany and Holland. So there is European circuit. So,
and those are where the real men race. I had to throw that out there.
Yeah.
Look, Stu's like, yeah, absolutely, I agree. Right, let's go.
and some fat old guys on shopping bikes. There's real men and some fat guys just roll.
Love it. Just regular people, just like me and you and everybody else. So yeah. Well, listen, I wish you nothing but the best results this year. And you talking about the 115 again, dude. You're gonna get that sooner rather than later. Can't wait to sit back down and catch up. And yeah, Leach, just look up Stuart on Facebook and send him a message. Stuart Clotworthy, by the way. So yeah, anyway, it's been a lot of fun. Stu, just down with me for a minute. The Super Bowl is, did you watch football, Stu? Are you into, yeah, I don't. They have a Super Bowl party down the street tomorrow, and they're like, oh.
How can you even call it football? It's handball.
Dude,
it's handball.
Exactly. Yes, that's what I say.
If you can't even name the sport properly, what hope was there for coming up with a good sport? I don't get it.
Well, you know, us Americans, we got to fuck everything up anyway, right? That's what I tell people. The real football, soccer, people wake up, right? Because you play with what? Your feet?
Yeah, the foot to ball contact. Crazy.
I mean, right. Real quick before we get out here, Kenny Abbott, what is up, my mate? Says, when we talk to TTRR guys at Daytona, I asked them about the walls, and they're always like, what wall? They love that there are no curves or buildings to run into. That's right. We asked Gary Johnson that. Our good buddy, Gary Johnson's going to be at the Daytona. It was crazy because when I was there, because of Kenny, I got to do commentating at the Azure Race of Championships, and Gary Johnson was there. Of course, Danny Webb was there. If you guys missed that podcast, please go back and watch it. And yeah, it's I remember sitting there interviewing Gary Johnson, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm fucking interviewing Gary Johnson. Are you kidding me right now? Like, this is absolutely insane. I met him at Cadwell in 23 because of my good mate Dave Neal, Off Track Podcast out there. And we were walking on the top side of Cadwell. He's like, you know who that is? I was like, that's Gary Johnson, bro. Absolutely. I know. I said, give me 1 minute. I got to go say hi. And that's where our friendship, the introduction. Then when he was at Daytona in March in 25, I was there and went up to him. I was like, what's up, Gary? Blah, blah, blah. We become friends on Facebook and we message. And he's like, yeah, so yeah, it's cool. And then Hickman was there. And then, dude, when I got to meet Michael Dunlop, like, I don't very rarely do I get nervous or shy to talk to anybody, bro. Seriously, Keanu Reeves was one when I met him. And of course, Michael Dunlop, dude. I seen Dunlop and I was like, oh my God, are you fucking kidding me? This fucking Michael Dunlop. Let's go. And I finally get up the nerves and walk up to him. And dude, we had this proper mega chat for like 5 minutes. And it was just like, when it was over, I was like, did that really fucking happen? Are you kidding me right now? Yeah.
So, no, if he's in the mood to talk, he's a very approachable man.
He is. He's another one that's kind of quiet too. But
he's always busy. He's always got stuff going on. He just puts his head down and goes from A to B. And you can tell if he's in that mood.
Yeah. And then Matt and Harry Truelove was out there too. So big shout out to them. I had a conversation with them. They're absolutely proper mega guys too as well. So yeah, looking forward to Daytona in a couple weeks in March. I will be there. So I hope to see each and every single one of you guys there too as well. So fucking go, people. Love it. Anyway, on that note, I'm gonna get off here because if not, I know the kids are gonna bust in here in another minute because it's dinner time. So anyway, you guys be good. I guess enjoy the Super Bowl if that's what you watch. If anybody's gonna win it, I guess if I have to pick one, it'd be who's even playing? Oh, the Patriots and the Seahawks. I had to think about that. I guess let's go Seahawks. Peter Hickman, let's go. Kenny, you're right. Hickman is gonna be there. I haven't heard it. Is Hickman coming to the Daytona 200 this year?
Heard anything? one this year?
Yeah, I haven't heard anything. So
Well, now he's running his own team. He's got to pay for everything, so we'll see if that's in the budget.
yeah, him and my man Davey Todd, they're owners of the team. So yeah, we'll see. I remember him talking about doing a full season in Moto America versus BSB, and he's like, dude, I can run, two bike with two riders in BSB for like a little bit over $1 million for the whole season. If I run a 2-rider super sport team in America, it's $2.5 million. And a lot of that's just to travel.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
for sure. But anyway, I'm out of here. Stuart's out of here. You guys make sure to tune in. Daytona's coming up March. The TT is in May. TT Plus app. It's a free app. Download it. You can watch some shows for free right now when you download it. I think a couple of the Between the Hedges.
There's a lot. You can watch
so much. Yes. It's absolutely amazing. So if you guys haven't heard about that yet, I don't see why you haven't, especially if you listen to me, because I talk about the shit all the time. But it's called the TT Plus app, whether it's on the Android or the App Store, wherever you go. Download it. You can thank me later. And on that note, I'm out of here. Stuart, it's been an absolute proper mega time. You're a legend, mate, and can't wait to sit back down and have a chat again. And you guys enjoy y'all's weekend. We will see you soon. All right. Me and
Calling all two-wheel enthusiasts, get ready to rev up your earbuds with Pin the Gas Podcast, the ultimate motorcycle racing podcast, hosted by Chris Simcoe, one of our very own excellent leaders here in Roanoke, Virginia. With expert analysis, behind-the-scenes stories, and exclusive writer interviews, Pin the Gas Podcast delivers the adrenaline rush of the racetrack straight to your ears. Whether you're a diehard fan or a curious newcomer, you'll gain insights that will transform how you watch and understand motorcycle racing. On your favorite podcast app, join Simcoe as he takes you on a high-speed journey through the world of motorcycle racing. Pin the Gas Podcast.